Do you know the most salient quality in a controlling person? It is contempt. Controlling people despise admitting to being wrong. When you have a disagreement with them, they fly into a rage because their false sense of superiority is threatened. Patricia Evans, author of Controlling People, explains that this is because they have built up their identity backwards from the outside in. So they perceive that if they are wrong, their whole entire being is wrong. So they view disagreement as almost like a physical attack. So when someone has built up their identity backwards, they define their identity and self-worth based on how they perceive others see them or how they want others to see them. So instead of understanding, accepting who they are internally and then pushing that outwards, they create an external image first and then try to live up to that. So they're betting the farm on getting you to like them. So if you disagree with them or find a fault, they have nothing to fall back on. All they have is a facade. So if you critique that, they perceive it like a personal attack. So most people, by the way, do react quite strongly when we feel like our identity is on the line. For example, if our basic religious beliefs are questioned, yeah, we get pretty prickly, but not so over our favorite ice cream flavor or, say, an academic argument. Of course, there are some people who just don't like losing arguments and enjoy actual debate. That's not what I'm talking about here. When you and a controlling person disagree, they can suddenly fly into a rage that seems irrational, and you sense that they are saying whatever they can think of to punish you for expressing your opinion. Later on, they will provide all sorts of rationalizations for why they got so angry. Please see the video on confabulation. They will say, you did X, Y, or Z. They'll make it seem like they were abusive because they were angry. In fact, and listen up, they got angry because they are abusive. And thank you for explaining this, Lundy Bancroft, author of Why Does He Do That? So the anger stems from his mental model of entitlement. He feels entitled to be in control of every conversation. And when you do not defer to his judgment, he's using his anger to dominate you into submission because he's conditioning you to fear challenging him. So this anger is used very deliberately to control you. Don't let him tell you that he just flew off the handle because of his feelings. Controlling people are like sorcerers. They wave a flashy scarf to get you to look at their feelings, to distract you from ever closely examining their chauvinistic mentality. And because they haven't built up their personality based on their own internal perceptions and beliefs, but rather on what other people want, they need constant validation from external sources. This is not a stable and secure scenario, but rather precarious and scary and based on others' opinions. So without the attention, they feel invisible and non-existent. They're not fueled by the inside, but must use other people as charging stations to have any power.